mean you gotta turn it on? Turn it on?
No, thank you.
I said, can you turn it on?
No, thank you.
You gonna go inside the courtroom with that?
No, I'm not going inside the courtroom.
Or you gonna record?
My interaction. My interaction.
Come on. I know you can. You're recording it.
Well, you told me not to record, so I'm just making sure I'm documenting everything.
I know.
I do.
I'm alright.
No, can you?
Was he here for a check? I mean, he can record while he's in here.
Yeah,
but
but-
not inside the courtroom.
I'm not going inside the courtroom.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. You're cool.
Yes. I need to figure out. I have a pending criminal charge from what I found out, and I need to find out more information about it because this is news to me.
I need your ID.
I don't have it on me. Do you need any
I need your ID. So this is for you?
Yes.
Is that camera on?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Why you have a camera on?
Because I've been told different things, so I'm just making sure I
Okay.
document everything.
Well, in order to find you, I need your ID. You don't have
Do you
your
need the
ID?
driver license number?
I need a picture ID. What's your last name? What is it you needed to know?
I need to know more information about this pending criminal charge that I have.
Are you sure it was here with us?
It's with the city of San Antonio. I was taken to the magistrate service right there on August 24th.
Did they give you a case number?
This is what I was given when I was released. I didn't get to see a judge. They told me that I was going to be released and that all the charges were going to be dropped. But I did a public records request, and I couldn't get any of the information because it stated that it was pending criminal charge. So I
What's
just
your
want to.
last name? I don't find anything on the system for you. You probably have to go back to my. What's your driver's license number? I don't have anything for you here. So there's no case yet. There's nothing in our system yet.
Okay, so how long would it take for them to actually?
I couldn't answer that. It just depends.
Okay.
It just depends on them.
Okay.
I don't work for that department, so I couldn't tell you what the process is.
Okay. Because I don't stay in San Antonio, I stay in Austin, and I tried calling, and all I kept getting was an automated system.
It is, and that's all you're gonna get. But I mean, there's nothing in the system, and I can't provide you anything because I don't know. There's nothing in the system for me to let you know.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry.
Excuse me. Where do I speak to prosecutors at?
Right here, 204.
204.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Because I'm not from San Antonio, and I found out I have a pending criminal charge, and I had no knowledge of it. So I'm just trying to make sure I get everything taken care
Is
of.
it a Class C misdemeanor or is it something higher?
Jaywalking.
Oh, it's a Class C.
Class C. So that's the thing. I went downstairs, and they have no information about it.
The ticket may not have been submitted yet.
When did you receive the ticket?
I didn't get a ticket.
So then how did you get charged with jaywalking?
I got arrested and sent to the magistrate detention center.
Do you have the green paper?
I have the yellow paper.
Did they give you green paper when you left?
No, this is all I was given.
What's your date of birth? Your name is Turner?
Yes.
Oh, and you got a failure to ID. Go into mags too. You have access to that. Because he may not have submitted it for jaywalking. He may have just done it the doing.
I'm just so used to mine.
Yeah, you just-
I'm not really put together, but I wish
Oh, look at this.
I heard those were better.
Look at his disposition. A notebook.
Oh, okay. And
Maybe it was going to max.
Yeah, he just walked.
They may have just
Walked you through.
they may have dismissed him. The DA may have just.
Okay, because the next thing was I did a public records request for the information, dash cam, any reports regarding the situation.
You can go to the police station. You can request a copy of that report.
I did, and I got a letter from the city attorney stating they need a attorney general's opinion because it's pending criminal investigation. That's how I found out.
You're gonna go to max, third one.
Farms? We go to the farms.
Okay, and you by date of birth. And then F
Where you
F.
at?
Yeah.
I guess I can probably read it right after I got that in there, switch it. And like 23.
Okay, so what probably happened is like they don't even have you booked over when you went to the max. They don't even have you booked at all. So what probably happened is the officer's report was probably kicked back by the assistant DA, and so he probably has to like rewrite it and resubmit everything, and then they'll probably file a case on you at large.
Okay, and how do I get information about that?
You can call county.
Because I just want to make sure, because I'm not from San Antonio, so I'm just trying to make sure I get everything I need taken care of before I go
Let
back.
me write down the number for you. County.
See, let's see.
Find out if you have a warrant. 6200.
I don't get it. It's
It's one of those, right? Hey, Google it for me. Yes, I think so.
All right, Mr. Turner?
Yes, that's me.
How do you do? And you had some questions? What are your questions? I probably don't have an answer, but you can go ahead and ask.
All right, well, and you're Sam Adams?
That's correct.
So, okay. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, as far as this criminal charging is,
Okay.
I'm just trying to find information about it because when I was arrested and taken to the magistrative center, I was released with only this given.
Okay.
So I had no knowledge of a pending criminal charge. I was told that the charges were dropped upon release.
The only thing I can tell you is as far as I'm aware, there's nothing in our system.
Mm-hmm.
If something gets filed, then how that typically will work is it'll be processed through the clerks here, and then they'll send you a postcard in the mail at the address that's listed on the offense report, which presumably would be the address on your ID or driver's license. You would have a date to come down to court at that point, and you know then you can talk about it, and they can figure out what's going to happen at that point. But right now, it doesn't look like anyone is, that is to say, any law enforcement has turned anything in.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. We're at, and you know, until and unless somebody does that, there's nothing we can do. That's where we're at.
And this is the municipal court, right?
This is the city attorney's office, which is different from the municipal court.
Municipal court's downstairs.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Municipal court is downstairs, and those are the clerks down there. Typically, what would happen is if there's a ticket that's written by a San Antonio police officer, the ticket would get turned in to the clerks who process that information.
Okay.
And then it gets assigned an arraignment date and so on and so forth. Only once it's created downstairs would a prosecutor get involved, you know, on an arraignment to talk to, you know, the lawyer or the defendant or whoever on, you know, what's going to happen on this case. What is, you know.
Okay. Now, I wasn't given a ticket. I wasn't given a citation.
Okay.
And the reason why I came here is because I did a public records request for the report number and dash cam video of the incident.
Did they have anything?
They did, yes.
Okay.
But I was given a letter that they were seeking Attorney General's opinion because it was pending criminal investigation at the municipal court.
I have no idea.
That's why I was coming to the city attorney's office to ask,
Uh-huh.
you know, what's going on.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't have a clue.
Because I'm not from San Antonio, I'm from Austin.
Okay.
And I called the 870 number. It's for the municipal court. It's an automated number, so I can't really get a hold of anybody.
Well, no one can.
Yeah.
You have to come down in person, and then it's room 30, whatever it is.
Yeah. So I tried to come and figure out, like, okay, so if it's pending, you know, I'm here to figure out what do I need, like,
Sure.
you know, can I get some type of information?
Yeah.
They don't have anything.
And, yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's been no citation or ticket turned in yet. And that's at the discretion of the officer. I mean, the officer can sit on it, they can turn it in quickly, they can take a month or two, because they've forgotten about it, and it's in their book, and they're on vacation, or they got injured, and had to take a break, or, you know, whatever the case may be. There's sometimes a delay. There's a statute of limitations, of course, for any criminal charge. Statute of limitations typically, especially on Class C misdemeanors, is a 2-year, right? So in that sort of an instance, there's that 2-year window when a citation can be filed. If the 2 years passes, then that's it. It's gone. It's over. And that's true of any criminal case, the exception, of course, always being murder. There's no statute of limitations on murder. On some child molestation cases, for example, there's some tolling of the statute of limitations based on discovery and outcry. But here, where we're talking about traffic tickets, then yeah, it's 2 years.
Yeah, because I was arrested for jaywalking, and that's why I'm here. That's because.
But he didn't give you a citation.
No citation. He asked me for my. The thing about it is I'm not from San Antonio, so I don't know the city code or whatever they have here.
Mm-hmm.
But I am familiar with the state law as far as jaywalking and crossing without a crosswalk.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as you don't interfere with traffic, you can cross the road. I mean, I don't know the code right off the head, but it's crossing without a crosswalk. Which is what he wrote in here.
Yeah.
And I even tried to explain to him the law there. It's easy to just look up and figure out, okay, you know, he didn't interfere with traffic. It was enough time for me to walk across the street and for the cop who was following me around for like 40 minutes to cross the street where I crossed at. So the thing is that, you know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because they asked me for my ID beforehand and I would not give it to them prior to this jaywalking.
Prior to getting the ticket for jaywalking?
Never got a ticket prior to the stop. I got stopped twice.
Okay. So once where?
I was filming
Okay.
and they asked me for my ID. Told them no.
Filming where?
I was over by the Walmart and NSA building.
But I mean, like on the parking lot?
Sidewalk.
Okay.
And they asked me for my name, date of birth. Told them no. I'm not doing anything wrong. If I'm doing anything wrong, I will give it to you. And they said, no, you're not doing anything wrong. And after that, proceeded to walk away and was followed for about 40 minutes until I crossed the street. And that's when I got pulled over and they asked me for my name and date of birth.
Okay.
And I told them, I said, if this is for, I don't know what you're trying to get me for, like I legally crossed the street. State of Texas only requires me to identify myself if I'm being lawfully arrested, or I can choose to ID myself, but I just can't give you a fake name. But they chose to lawfully arrest me. They arrested me to figure out who I was, basically.
Okay.
So the thing is that, you know,
But at this point, we don't have any charges pending that we're aware of, right? That's where we're at.
because that's the thing. This is the difference between me getting the records and not getting the records.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. At this point, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing. There's nothing that I'm aware that's been turned in. That being said, you know, maybe something's been turned in and the clerks are backlogged. That's been known to happen. So it doesn't show up in the computer system for a while.
Now, would the city attorney know anything about that?
No, the city.
Because he's the one that sent me the letter saying it's pending criminal charge, so he has probably more knowledge about it than I do. So
He would probably, I guess, base it on whatever information he's receiving from police or what have you. I have no idea what any of that is based on. So sorry, I can't tell you. All I can tell you is that right now, we've got nothing in the system that I can pick up and that I can see. So, and again, does that mean that there's not something pending? I don't know. It's possible there is.
Okay.
It's all depending on the police officer turning in a ticket and when they decide to do that.
Okay. And I can't speak with the city attorney because, like I said, he's the one that says it's pending, and I just want to figure out, if I need to be somewhere, I'll be here.
Sure.
But the thing about it is, like I said, I'm not from here,
Right.
and when I call, I can never get an answer, so that's
Right.
why I drove up here. So I just really need to speak to the city attorney because that's who I found out that it was pending. Because to my knowledge, it was dropped. So that's who I need to speak with.
Well, we don't have a active city attorney right now. We've got an acting city attorney, but there's no permanent city attorney at this point. We're kind of in between city attorneys.
So Chris, I think his or her name is Christy. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that name.
What's the-
Yeah. Yeah, let me see.
No.
I could probably.
But that's not to say that that person's not in the office. There are 60 odd of us.
I'll pull the letter.
I was dropping that off.
Christy Swift. Christine Swift, sorry.
It's no one I work with, I'll put it to you that way. I don't recognize that name, but again, that's not to say that she's not a city attorney. She could very well be. But if there is a case that's filed, you should receive a postcard in the mail, and it'll give you an arraignment date.
No, it says this criminal charge is pending before the San Antonio Municipal Court. That's what it says. So that's what I'm here to figure out.
Okay.
And this is the letter from they emailed me.
Okay.
So, so I'm trying to figure out if I can speak to Christine Swift about the incident.
I don't know. There's no Christine Smith here.
Right here. Okay. And this is the city attorney's office.
This is the
The prosecutors.
prosecution section, although not all of us are prosecutors that are up here.
Oh, this is insane.
Yeah, but I mean, we're kind of at the mercy of when and if the police officer turns in the ticket. That's
He's probably trying to avoid litigation. That's probably why he's
kind
doing
of where we're
it.
at. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't tell you anything more. I don't know anything more.
All right. Thank you for your help.
Sure. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Hare.
All right. Thank you.